shut the fuck up. I will turn this motherfucker around and I will go back to the fucking house 'cause they ain't no fucking body giving out no fucking candy tonight.
Be warned, it's intense.
I want to say something to start this video by saying this. Screw comic book news. Screw comic book news in the A, because this article is absolutely fake and I cannot believe why in the world that people is believing this article. Like, people, my guy, how about you put your fruit punch away and realize that the Snyderverse is never going to restore. You are never going to see Henry Cavill Superman. You got David Crawford, and you are not going to see Black Adam versus Superman movie, because you know why? Well, let me ask you a question. Why in the world we're gonna get a Black Adam versus Superman movie due into the movie absolutely flop? You cannot make another movie due into the fact that it was a flop. Honestly, imagine if Disney would make another Amsterdam movie due into the first movie got bad review and the box office was completely destroyed. Do you only think that Disney is going to make another Amsterdam movie? Absolutely not. Oh my god, I cannot stand these Snyder Cortez, and this is the main reason why I'm a huge fan of MCU more than DC, because every time I'm trying to be like the DC fan, the Snyder Cortez always give me attitudes, and I give them attitude back, you Jack A. Hello, spooky everybody, and don't you worry, my paranormal review will definitely come in a couple hours. And instead of that, I'm not gonna do a live stream tonight because of what happened in a couple of days ago. So my next live stream, which is going to be my live action discussion on Wednesday, which it will be pretty dope. I'm very excited. And of course, my live action discussion will be talking about Stranger Things. And of course, we're going to do another buddy episode. And it might be the last buddy episode, because every time I try and do a buddy episode, people always want to start the drama. Like, drama this and drama that. Well, the drama in my A, how about that? So yeah, I cannot stand comic book news, and I never liked this article in the first place. Like, come on, this is the same article who said that Captain Marvel was a flop and saying that James Gunn got fired by Warner Brothers. That is never going to happen. And people, don't get scared for the future DC, because at least you're going to get Supergirl movie, which I'm very excited. At least you're going to get a Clayface movie, which is going to be a body horror movie, and Mark my word, that film would definitely make the Human Centipede to put in the shame box, because that is not how you do a body horror movie. If you want to make a way better body horror movie, why not you just watch Longlegs? What about you watch the upcoming Clayface movie? I could have said Clayface, he would be like the Human Centipede done right. And that is the movie. They will change the Human Centipede into the ground, and the Human Centipede can go and go fuck themselves, and Clayface movie would definitely be the new Human Centipede, but in a great way impossible. So you guys, so the main reason why I say screw comic book news is because of the fact that they have lost their freaking mind. Not just they believe that James Gunn is fired from Warner Brothers, which I did look at my research, and I did not read any of the stupid article that people said, oh, James Gunn got fired by Warner Brothers. That is never going to happen. Why? How on earth you're going to get fired due into you made your movie. You made your movie, which it was a hit. Like, you cannot fire people after the huge success. Say whatever you want about David Crawford's Superman. I gotta be honest here, even I enjoy Man of Steel is a fantastic comic book movie back in 2013. Even I do prefer Iron Man 3 as a much better comic book movie back in 2013 more than Man of Steel's. But let's be honest here, who agreed that Superman 2025 is a real Superman movie? Not freaking not freaking Man of Steel. When you see Superman killing General Zod, right? Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see a dark tone of Superman. Nobody wants to see a bland Amy Adams character as Lois Lane. This is maybe why the new Lois Lane that we got by Rachel is way better than Lois Lane, played by Amy Adams. I love Amy Adams, I really do. I love her in American Hustle from the same director who made Amsterdam. And of course, the same actress that she was in of Enchantress, but she was not a good Lois Lane, and that was the only flaws I have it because she was a bland character. So, yeah, Netflix teased Black Adam vs. Superman, Snyderverse fan, go wild. It shows that these people are so delusional. They are such an idiot. Oh my god, I cannot believe these people believe this article. Like, do you not know that comic book news, or I don't know, is a fake article? Let's check it out. Yeah, look at this. It said 1 versus 1. Quigley. Oh my god, I am terrible pronouncing some friend's name. Yes, forget. Black Adam is now available. Yup, Black Adam. You can watch Black Adam in France. But yet, comic book news said, you know what? Netflix is going to tease a Black Adam vs. Superman. No, you dumb crap. They said you can watch Black Adam on France. Like, come on. This is the same article who said that James Gunn's Superman was a flop on HBO Max, trained to Black Adam and Marvel. That is not true at all, you freaking dang bad. Superman 2025 was not a flop on HBO Max. Do you honestly think that it would be worse than The Flash? The main reason why The Flash flop on HBO Max is because of the fact that people doesn't want to see a freaking criminal mastermind as the one hero that people look up to for not Adrian Miller, you freaking dang bad. So Superman 2025 was not a flop on HBO Max. It was a hit in the first 10 days. Along with Barbie, because this film did excellent since Barbie, and that is pretty dope. I am so happy that this film is definitely getting exceed. And why is Zack Snyder is posting a Henry Cavill from Batman v Superman? Why, come on, my guy. Nobody give a flying monkey about Batman v Superman, which that film, which I don't know, it came out 9 years ago. Move the frick on. I already know you're doing this for the Snyder Cultists. I understand that. But as a result, yeah, it's just nothing. This is maybe why I prefer David Cole for Superman instead of, you know what? So what about, oh, wait a second, I gotta close that. Oopsie. And yeah, I cannot believe why the Snyderverse people out there saying this news is absolutely real. No, it is not. You're trusting comic book news, for crying out loud. And why Indie War, that Tower Maddox, which is a YouTuber, he got 1 million subscribers, got so many news reporter by comic book news, and he still believe it. What is going on with today's generation that people believe fake article? Like, come on, I can make a way better fake article, and yet people give me a hissy fit, and when comic book news do it, people don't have a problem with it. That is a huge hypocrite. Like, I did exactly the same, just like comic book news, when they announced the Little X2, and people give me attitude. People said, show me proof. And I was like, I don't have any proof. I was just doing some fake news because I was bored. But when comic book news did it, people don't have a problem with it. And so it can show that this society is freaking hypocrite these days. I am so freaking sick and tired that all these hypocrites. And another reason why this Black Adam vs. Superman is never going to happen is because not just Black Adam flop, even the Wayne Johnson movie called The Smashing Machine, which is an A24 movie, absolutely bomb. It was so bad that Taylor Swift had to come out to release A Party for Showgirl, and I gotta say, I recommend you watch that. It's way better than the movie that came out 30 years ago. Screw Showgirl. That is the worst movie of 1995, and that is the worst piece of crap I ever seen in my life. If there was no other film, I would be all grossed out. more than Showgirl. Yeah, frick Showgirl. Frick Showgirl in the A. It is the main reason why that Taylor Swift is a new Showgirl, not a freaking female who got really bad and behind the scene. And no wonder that film completely banned in movie theaters. And this is the main reason why that film is the worst movie I ever seen in my life. So Taylor Swift, the official release party for a Showgirl, completely smash and perform of Dwayne Johnson, the Smashing Machine. How on earth a Audrey Swift from the Lorax, which is a elimination character that people don't give a less about it. How on earth a character from Amsterdam, the character from the Lorax, and how on earth that a creepy cat, which is Taylor Swift, beat the crap out of Maui. Like, Audrey, she's not that strong. I cannot believe why Audrey beat the crap out of Maui at the box office. Like, it can shows that Taylor Swift do got some stuff to do. And honestly, it can shows that Taylor Swift got a huge fan base. Well, I'm not going to give a shout out to the Swifties because I can't stand the Swifties. And the main reason why I prefer a normal Taylor Swift fan more than being Swifties. No wonder that the Life of Showgirl got bad review. And Taylor Swift is not worried about it. And just like her, I ain't worried about it. Because not everything had to be professional, you know? So yeah, how on earth a Audrey from the Lorax beat the crap out of Maui at the box office. Taylor Swift released a Showgirl movie and that film did excellent at the box office. But when Dwayne Johnson released The Smashing Machine, yeah, it shows that Dwayne Johnson is getting a fatigued since Jared Leto. Nah, just kidding. So yeah, and another reason why, you know what, I'm not gonna get to my reason. So you guys, people, can you please stop believe comic book news? Like, come on, this is the same article. They said that James Gunn's Superman flopped on HBO Max, which is not true at all. And this is the same article saying that the Snyderverse will be restored because Zack Snyder posts a picture on Instagram. Well, okay. How about I post something on Instagram and then I can restore the Snyderverse? Like, the Snyderverse is never gonna happen because Henry Cavill moved on. Ben Affleck doesn't want to be a superhero from DC anymore because of what Josh Whedon did to him. And I don't think Gal Gadot is going to be as Wonder Woman anymore because after her terrible performance as the evil queen from Disney Snow White. And after Snow White, a lot of people are doing a fatigue of Gal Gadot. And mark my word, guys, I am not going to do any fatigue. I am not doing Disney fatigue. I'm not doing Marvel fatigue. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything fatigue. How about you stick your fatigue, shut up your butt, and I am not going to do a fatigue anytime soon. Like, people, can you please accept the new DC? Like, come on. The movie did excellent at the box office. It was reaching over $600 billion at the global box office. And this film made a $125 million in the profit for Warner Brothers. And it's become the first superhero film of 2025 to cross the $600 million mark, a outperform Marvel film for a year since 2008. Since 17 years ago, do you hear me? And a lot of kids and a lot of adults and a lot of grandpa and grandma absolutely enjoy Superman. Because I want to see more Superman. I want to see more of Hawkgirl. I want to see more of Lois Lane. I want to see more of these funny Green Lantern characters. And I want to see my boy Lex Luthor, which is the best performance by Nicholas Holston, and he did excellent. Like, when you go back to Snyderverse, who in the right mind want to see the actor from Zombieland in the Social Network to play a Lex Luthor again? He was really bad in the DCEU. Like, look at BVS, look at the Snyder Cut, and look at the Josh Whedon cut, for crying out loud. He was not a good Lex Luthor. No wonder that people prefer Nicholas Holston and even Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor way better than J.C. Iwood as Lex Luthor. Even I'm not a huge fan of Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor, and I do prefer him more as Hopper from the Grasshopper from the Lorax. Oh, wait a second. As a Bugs Life. Oh, the Bugs Life. I am so sorry. And now people's going to get on me. Yeah. People are just annoyed. Like I was saying. Yeah, we might cut the part out. Anyway. So even I do prefer Kevin Spacey as Hopper from the Grasshopper from A Bug's Life. Yeah, The Bug's Life. I'm freaking low for crying out loud. And of course, he was in Baby Driver as Doc, which is the villain of the movie. And I do prefer him more than Lex Luthor. At least he sounds like exactly like Lex Luthor more than Jesse as Lex Luthor. Like, nobody wants to see that. He was so cringeworthy. He doesn't have any boldness. And yeah, he was so stupid. Yeah, Nickel Holston will always be the best Lex Luthor, not freaking Jesse for crying out loud. Anyway, guys, so screw comic book news, screw the Snyder Cultists, and honestly, I have to say to break my heart to say this, but screw Tyler Manic. He used to be good, but now he's just like every single Snyder Cultist. But get on your computer, look at your fake article, and I am so glad that Dental Dimension is not looking at this stupid article like this. Yeah, do you see Dental Dimension saying this? Absolutely not. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and now I'm gonna get a comment that people said that, hey, Nick, Kevin Spacey was not in the law, he was in the Bug's Life. Well, I was misunderstood. I just missed saying, so just deal with it. Every special needs have that these days, so just move on, and please watch the video like a human being. So I'm not going to do any live stream tonight because I got things to do. And I got to do a movie review on Paranorman for Maya George. So, yeah. So my next live stream will be a live action discussion on Wednesday and a live action discussion on Stranger Things. Maybe I could do both actually, but let me think about it. I might have to do it at the end of the month. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for my movie review on Paranorman and Hotel Transylvania. Yep, I am so in for that, man. And I cannot wait for tomorrow night. I will be watching Weapon, which that will be a movie of the year. I am so excited watching that film. So hype. And I have no idea if I'm gonna watch him or Final Destination Bloodline because this month is almost over, so we might have to wait until I'll get to that film after Christmas. So that's my treatment. Anyway, guys, so if you enjoyed this comic book news being stupid like usual, and if you see these stupid people keep believing this article and it's not true at all, please, I recommend you gentlemen, you hit a subscribe button, turn on notification. Oh wait, hit a spooky subscribe button, turn on the scary notification, and share this video to all the skeletons. And if comic book news do this crap one more time, I am going to do a rant on comic book news because I can't stand of these England article that comic book news always said in daily basis. Like, once again, don't believe comic book news. They are just a fake article that you like to believe in daily basis. Right? Come on. This is the same article who said that James Gunn got fired, which is not true at all. This is the same article he said that James Gunn's Superman was a flop on HBO Max, which is not true at all because he didn't hit as much as Barbie, for crying out loud. And yet again, this is the same article who said that Captain Marvel was a flop, which no, it's not. It was a box of a success, you freaking dang bad. And yet again, this is the same article. He said that Netflix teased Black Gunner vs. Superman. Well, if you want this to happen, you should support the film in the first place. Just like Robbie Storm said, this is you guys' fault that you made Black Adam flop. Not James Gunn's fault, not Walter Amada's fault, and not even Henry Cavill or Dwayne Johnson's fault. This is your guys' fault because you're the one refused to watch the film. Why, come on. This is kind of remind me you're cooking someone dinner and you give it to people, and yet again, you don't want it. And I was like, I just spent a lot of time cooking this dinner, and yet again, you're just being grateful. This is the main reason why I don't want to be a part of Hollywood, because I don't want to put up with these fan-made nonsense. No wonder I'm gonna stick doing some fan-made movie instead of putting up with Hollywood England crap hole. And that proves my point. Anyway, guys, so this is NH Studio Lounge signing off, and you guys have a great spooky day, everyone. And comic book news, go fake yourself and quit posting some fake article like these, because this make you so freaking stupid. And this is it. Now, goodbye. And just like King Neptune said, what am I in the crazy town?